Shemakamakavin, well, it's been a long time. It's been years since I've done a currently cranking, but now that my house is rebuilt, and I got a new stereo. If you didn't see my stereo, it's on the Jackson Routing Random Picks track by album by album video. It's over there and it's badass. Everything is Techniques. Even the furniture that the stereo's in is a Techniques furniture. Everything Techniques. Anyway, so I've been cranking a lot of stuff, and just the past couple days I was like, oh man, I better start doing a currently cranking. I can do currently cranking again. So how I used to do it before, 10 albums, 10 CDs. And that's what I did. I listened to all these in the span of 2 days. Because, you know, I'm here fixing around the house and constantly playing music. Day and night. Cooking dinner, playing music. Everything I do in this house, I'm playing music. So let's get this started. All right, the first thing I'm going to show you is this right here. This is Iced Earth. Live in Athens. This is the box set, which brings bonus shit. You know, it's got 3, 4. How many albums are in here? I know there's a bunch. I think it's 3 albums, and it's great. It's awesome. Now, I gotta bring this up, man, because I have this on compact disc, right? And I played the first track, then stopped, and then played the compact disc. Honestly, they sound identical. I mean, I would even say the CD maybe sounds a little bit more, not much. It's almost identical. So really, the vinyl, it's cool I have it, I'm not going to give it away, but you know, it's starting to make me feel like, you know, there's a lot of CDs, I should just buy CDs for a lot of this shit. You know, and then, you know, maybe like a remaster or something, which I got something here I'll show you in a second. They release something like that from old school, I'd buy it. But as far as new bands go, like there's a band I love called Thriller. I can't tell the difference between the vinyl and the CD. I just might as well get the CD. I'm not into music for the value. Oh, it'll be more valuable in the future. I'm into music that I can play and love, because we're all gonna die, okay? And some sooner than others. Who knows? I might get hit by a bus tomorrow. So fuck all this expensive shit. Like, I'm sure that Iced Earth is going for a lot of money now. The vinyl, because I don't think they press it anymore. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. All right, now my first CD. High Voltage. I have a box set of all the Australian releases of AC/DC in the 70s. And this is the first album they released called High Voltage, where I grew up with the American version. And man, I'm listening to this and I don't like it much, to tell you the truth. All these years, because it's fun, it's great. Not really, man. I gotta be honest. Now in my old age, I'm getting a little senile, and I love every Bon Scott album with AC/DC except for this one. I mean, it's got its moments. You Ain't Got a Hold on Me is the best song I have. I love that song. I love Soul Stripper. Show Business is okay, but Love Song is the worst. The worst AC/DC song in the history of AC/DC. All through the Brian and Dave Evans, whatever. Love Song is the worst song they've ever done. Doesn't even sound like AC/DC. She's Got Balls okay. Little Lover's okay. Stick Around's okay. But there's only like 3 standouts on here. So that's what I feel about. And I'm sorry to all my Australian friends. Now here's the funny thing. A lot of my Australian friends on the channel, not a lot, 1 or 2, got upset with me when I would bash that, you know, and not that. And look, I get what you're saying, because that came out first in Australia, and then it came out over here. So I'd be pissed too if I liked something that was originally from here, and then they re-released it somewhere in Australia, and you jackasses say, I like the Australian version more. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get your hatred toward me. when it comes to this. We agree. I'm a jagoff. All right, next. This is a great one, man. Cities, Annihilation Principle, Total Killer Metal. This features AJ Pero on drums from his twin sister. He left the band and joined us, and what I heard was on the Metal Shop, that syndicated show, the only show with T. They played one night Shades of Black. And I was like, oh my God, I need to get this record. This album is amazing. I highly recommend. If you like the old traditional metal, amazing stuff. City, Annihilation Principle, check it out. All right. This is probably the most underrated album from Flotsam and Jetsam. Drift. I'm looking at the camera now. It kind of looks like the CD is my favorite. Let me put it a little higher. There you go. Anyway, this album, it's kind of like, people just didn't care. When Flotsam did have a following going in the beginning, it was all thrash. And here, they got more, like all metal, all thrash bands try to get, like what Metallica did with the Black Album. They all changed their sound to be a little more. But my God, this album is so well written. The song Me, Pick a Window, Smoked Out's probably my favorite on here. Destructive Signs, gorgeous, killer ballad. A ballady song, but it's not a song singing about love. It's singing about destructive signs. Drift from Flotsam and Jetsam, I would put probably my third favorite after the first two. This would be my third favorite. I love Drift. All right. Here we go. What I was talking about earlier, like if some classic album was to get remastered like they did on this, I'd buy it. This sounds better than a CD. I did compare them both. And this is 2 albums, and it's at 45. You got to play it at 45. The sound is unbelievably crisp and warm. It's got that warm analog texture to it. I love Super Trooper. It's one of my favorite ABBA albums. And God, I love this. It's got the lyrics on the inside. Hell yeah. ABBA, man. I love me some ABBA. All right, next. Nevermore. This is kind of like a special version, came in a box. This is Dead Heart in a Dead World. My second favorite. No, probably my favorite Nevermore album. Amazing stuff, man. Just everything on here. Inside Four Walls, Evolution 169, Engineer of Hate. Killer stuff. What's in here again? It's the CD, and it brings this like poster. But yeah, some great stuff, and I know they're getting back together without, the late great World Dane, but there you go. The box only brings a CD and this. Whatever. I'm glad I have it. And let me tell you, man, playing this, I'm like, I really don't need this on vinyl. I don't. This sounds so good the way it is. And it also brought a sticker. There you go, the Nevermore, Dead Heart in a Dead World, little mini box set. All right, next. The second Morbid Angel album, Blessed and Sick. This is a band, my favorite death metal, is the first 3 albums. I like Domination and Formulas and shit like that, but Blessed and Sick is probably, it'd be my third favorite. Believe it or not, my favorite would be Coven. Then the first album, and then this one, And, oh my God, Day of Suffering, Unholy Blasphemy, so much great stuff on here. Fall from Grace, oh my God. Just, to me, the best death metal band in the history of death metal. Morbid Angel, from Morbid Angel to ABBA, huh? But sticking with the heavy, this is the second Toxic album, Think This. This is great stuff, man. One of my favorite. My top 3 thrash guitar players. Josh Christian, Jeff Waters Annihilator, and Bobby Gustafson, original Overkill guitars. Those are my 3 favorite thrash guitars. This guy shreds. This is very different from the first album, World Circus, which I love as well. It's got a different singer. The guy sounds like he's on helium on that album. But this is, I guess, a concept, I think. And yeah, it's really good. Not a big fan of the Led Zeppelin cover, Out of the Tiles. To me, that's the only dip point on this. But Think This, Toxic. Amazing album. All right. Skid Row, Subhuman Race. I finally got this because they put it in the box set. And it's 2 vinyls, but it's not a gatefold. But it brings like it brings the 2 vinyls in here, and it brings the lyrics, and you know how the CD looked in the inside. I love this album. Listening to it on vinyl, I gotta say it sounded a little bit warmer than the CD version. Cause all these albums I have on CD, I've been playing them. You know, I stop the record, play the CD, and back and forth for a little bit, for a few songs. And this one sounds amazing. It sounds maybe a little warmer than the CD, but if I did not own this on vinyl, I can live fine with the CD. I am starting to become more of a CD fan. Not that I hate vinyl. I love vinyl, you know? But I think the compact disc is very underrated. You know, a lot of people, why do people bash on compact discs? They sound great. Some don't sound good. Like the older stuff, I will say, yeah, the vinyl sounds better, especially like those Poverty production albums, like the Metal Blade, early Metal Blade stuff, like the first Trouble album, or Combat with Killing Is My Business, and Road Racer, and Neat Magazine. All those bands sound better on vinyl because you need that warm analog feeling that a CD can't give you. That's the only complaint I got. But not when it comes to this one, I'm telling you, it sounds amazing on vinyl. And it has my favorite Skid Row song, Eileen. But man, My Enemy, Beat Yourself Blind, Remains to Be Seen is probably the dark horse. That's probably my second favorite. I love that one. Captain Fantastic, the 1970s. Fucking cool ass song that, not, you know, when people talk about this album, they don't mention that song. Frozen is great, Into Another, Face Against My Soul, Medicine Jar, Break It Down, Iron Will. Whole album smoked. The only song I'm like about, honestly though, I gotta be honest, is Fire Sign. The second song, it's like, Alright, okay, this is really cool. This is Neal Schon, Greg Raleigh, who else is on here? Dean Castronovo, Marco Mendoza, and John Varn. And this is Neal Schon's Journey Through Time, where they play a lot of the early Journey stuff, like before Steve Perry joined the band, after Steve Perry joined the band. You have Greg Raleigh up there singing those songs. And it's 2 CDs, right? And 1 DVD. When I first bought it, I played the DVD. I didn't play the CD. So what I did was I played all 3 CDs. Great, amazing performance on here. This is a fantastic live album. Neal Schon, Journey Through Time, that if they release it on vinyl, I ain't gonna buy it. Hell yeah. Alright, oh, my friend from Canada, Jackson Routing, got me this. This was like my favorite album of that year, or I think it was my second favorite. Yeah, 2022. I think it was my favorite. I can't remember. I probably did a best of. I should check it out. No, you should check it out. I ain't gonna check it out. Anyway, this is a great album, man. I played it again the other day, and I love Architect of Doom on here, and Violent Shadows, Damnation, Secret of the American God. This is a great, fantastic album from Blind Guardian. Thank you, Jackson. You rock. The only album I like from Fear Factory is their first one. When this came out, my friend Carlos played me it, and I was like, holy shit, that's really good, because it was so inventive and new. I mean, it did have its industrial shit, but there was something different about this album than any other industrial band I heard, and it's really heavy. Martyrs, the first song, is my favorite song on here. But so, the next album, Demanufactured, I was like, alright, it's not bad, but it doesn't touch this. So yeah, Souls of a New Machine, Fear Factory. It's the only album I like from them. Alright, oh, hey. This is the box set version, and I did not play Creatures of the Night. I played everything else. And let me tell you, what side was it? Let me see here. Yeah, side 4. No, not side 4. Damn it. I think it was side 3. Man, what a waste of time. Side 3 sucks. Like, it has like songs with no lyrics or scatty lyrics. It's like, why are you releasing this garbage? You could have put some more live songs. But side 2 is a little better because it's got It's My Life, the demo. Not for the Innocent demo, which is great. And Rock and Roll Hell, I Love It Loud, different versions. And Don't Learn, I don't care for the last song. What is it? Don't Leave Me Lonely. I don't care for that. And then the live stuff, which I actually have on MP3, full shows that was leaked. And this is like a compilation of them. It's really good. It sounds awesome, this vinyl. But you know what? I still haven't listened to Creatures of the Night, this version. I got to do that. I'm very happy with the version I had before it, though. So, no complaints. Alright, now this is the Beatles White Album, but this is, what's it called? It's called the Escher Demos, I think. Yeah, Escher Demos. I played that. There's a 3-disc set, but I played the last disc, which is demos off the album that I really, really like. I love those versions. I can't say I love them more than the White Album versions, but it's still good. Beatles White Album, given to me by a racist. True story. A racist gave me that. I didn't know he was a racist back then. Then I found out he was racist and later. Alright. Oh, I should have picked the vinyl. Alright, I'll get 2 vinyls next time. This is a compilation Lars Ulrich of Metallica put together. The new wave of British heavy metal. I've had this a long time. You don't want me to prove it? Look at that. This is a 2 CD set. Remember when CDs, they released 2 CD set, they put in this big bulky thing? I love it, man. And they sound good. And this, I'll tell you this now. A lot of this would sound better on vinyl. Like, I would love to have this on vinyl. It probably did come out on vinyl. That would be, because it does not have that warm sound, that all those neat records. Man, Eye of the Storm. Listen to the band Sweet Savage do the song Eye of the Storm. And tell me James Hetfield didn't rip that guy off. You'd think it's James Hetfield, I swear. Listen to that song and tell me that doesn't sound exactly identical to James Hetfield. Identical. But anyway, a lot of good stuff on here. Early Def Leppard, Iron Maiden, Diamond Head. Good stuff, man. Venom's on here. Tigers of Pang Tang. Great stuff. Alright, now 2 vinyl I'm going to pick. The first one is this one here, which came in the Tony Martin box set. My God, what an album. I like this album more than Headless Cross. I know a lot of you don't. I like Eternal Idols more. For a little while, this was my favorite, but I heard Eternal Idols and I was like, nah, that'll always be my favorite. But this is my second favorite. I love this album. The whole thing. The only sour part for me is Feels Good to Me. I don't think it's a bad song, but my God, you're going to make a video for this album and you use that song? What the hell, man? They should have used The Lawmaker or Anu Mundi. definitely those, or the Sabbath Stone is my favorite on here. But yeah, I love THRASH, and here's the next vinyl. This one is extremely underrated. Not a lot of people talk about the last Sodom album. This album's phenomenal. And by the way, somebody asked me just the other day, hey, what do you think of Sodom? I love Sodom. And I even left them a comment saying, I love Sodom, and I think that last album's underrated. And then I went and put it on. And it is. It's extremely underrated. This is a return to form, and it's called Genesis 19. It's amazing. I absolutely love this album. Great, dirty, fucking killer metal. Alright, and then this. It was the birthday of Kill Fuck Die the other day. So I was like, man, I haven't heard this in forever. So I put it on, and I know a lot of people love it. I don't hate it, but it's a little try-hard. But I love the song You. That song is the best. Yeah, that's the best song. You is amazing. But I will say, if you listen to a live album, Double Live Assassins, every song they play off this album on that live album, it sounds better on the live album. Including You. You sounds extremely vicious on the live album, but it's pretty vicious here. Alright. This is the last vinyl. This just came out this year, and at the moment, this is my favorite album of 2025. It's called Dark and Dangerous, you know, from Savage Master. Awesome band, female singer. It just rips. It's a ripping album, man. And I think it's their best one yet. They got 5 or 6 albums before this that are great, but this one I think is their best one yet. I haven't stopped playing it for a while. Alright, now I'm going to show you the last one. The last thing. Alright. Only 2,000 of these were made. This is Cheap Trick live at the Whiskey in 1977. It has all the shows now. I didn't play this, but I have played this before. This is a compilation of it that was a Record Store Day exclusive. That, my God, what an amazing live album. It's up there with Budokan as my favorite. You know, I have too much sentimental value for Budokan. I'm talking about the edited version, the one that came out in '79, not the full concert, which I love as well. But if we want to rank the full concert against this wins hands down. Hands down. It's so raw and powerful and funny Carlos, man. Wow. His playing on here, and yeah, there's 4 shows on here. I played 2. I'll play the other 2 later. But there you go. The return of Currently Cranking. I hope you enjoyed this episode. You know any of these albums, leave in the comments below what you feel about them, if you love them, if you hate them, and and I'd rather have that on vinyl or CD, whatever, man. I know there's a lot of people out there that are CD fans that they don't like vinyl. I love both. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and ring that little notification bell. I'll be back next month with another episode of Currently Cranking. I promise, and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty, listen to Black Sabbath, and smack 'em a gob.